Hello. Welcome to Jadecon Gaming Presents The Observatory. My name is Adam.
And I'm Beth.
And we're here with Pandemic Legacy Season 2.
Season 2.
To play January. 71 years after the world almost ended.
I thought we saved it, though.
This must be a Okay, so after the events of Pandemic Legacy Season 1, when we saved the world...
Right.
Whatever, we were on vacation and someone else was trying to do the job, and another plague happened, and we were it was probably
busy.
Probably different. I mean, it doesn't talk about zombies at all, so it might be a totally different plague. I don't know what connection.
No.
Maybe we'll find out as we go what connection.
Hopefully, because I'm like, I honestly thought we saved the world.
So
maybe they're assuming we lost.
Yeah, so we have the board set up.
Mm-hmm.
And step 2 of setup is read the legacy deck, which we did not get to do during the prologue.
I know. Yes.
So let's read the legacy deck, one card at a time, until you get to a pause or stop card. This will give you your priorities for the month and any new rules or materials. A pause card means to stop drawing until the current game is completed. A stop card means you don't draw from the deck until the start of the next game month. Okay, that's probably they just did stop and then regulations each time, so that's going to be better. So let's take this out, and with it all fully in here, we put it back in its spot in the box. Okay. So, do not draw, reveal, look at, handle, or otherwise disturb these cards until instructed. Stop. Draw this card and read the other side during step 2 of the setup for your first game in January. We are here. Journal entry. Priorities. Find our leaders. Find more supplies. Attached, a document we found dated last year. It's grim. Our supplies won't last the year. Perhaps North America will give us clues. It's where the plague started. The Hollow Men are raiding surviving coastal cities, and it's only a matter of time before they move inland. We need to recon before they do. Hope the people we meet know that we are there to help old prejudices last long. Okay, so we know it's not following our version of Season 1, because ours started in Cairo.
True. Was it actually Cairo?
I think so.
Okay. I just know it was in the... it was Cairo.
Yeah, because we did all sorts of like fortifications and special stuff with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen our Season 1 playthrough, it was so fun.
Yes.
Either watch it or go play it.
Either one.
Keep journal entries like this in the reserve in case you want to reference them in the future. Okay, we'll just pop that in there. So we keep drawing. Be sure to read both sides of each card as you make your way through the legacy deck. From the archives. October 15, year 70. Oh, I'll change it for next one. But I love the fact that they actually do just use that reference of 71. I was like, how do I want to do it? It's like, let's make it like the calendar started from that event. So I was like, 71 years later. So, we're in January of year 71. So this is October 15th of year 70.
Okay.
Degradation of supplies and routes has reached critical level. We are no longer effective. Supply lines to the interior have been abandoned. Cities will fall within a year, and when they do, we will fall. Next year's stockpile projections are fatalistic. Haven leadership has voted to initiate the protocol we hoped would never come. Okay, keep that also in reserve. Keep drawing. From this point on, the legacy deck, draw cards reading both sides until you hit a pause or stop card. Read pause and stop cards to find out when to start drawing again. If you do not see a pause or stop card, keep drawing.
Yep.
New priorities. Our objectives follow. This month we have 2 mandatory objectives. Remember, you can always check to see how many objectives you need to complete for a given month by checking the objective calendar on the board. So on the back of this card is mandatory objective. Build 3 new supply centers. Oh, deja vu.
Deja vu.
Oh, the same card back, so other mandatory objective. Recon North America.
Okay.
Okay, so it has to be this one first. At this card, you can pull objectives. If you complete it, but lose the first game in January, it counts as completed during your second game in January.
Lovely.
Okay.
So then we would just have to do
the other one. Yep.
Yep.
Turning Point. This is your first Turning Point card. After reading it, place it into the game end area. Turning Point number 1. Forsaken Cities. If there is at least one city with 0 population, open A and 12. So those are going to be things on the on these stuff.
Which those were what I did last time.
Yeah,
so.
which is why they're sitting closer to you.
Yep.
And destroy this card. Put this card in the game end area each game until it is destroyed. Okay, so this is probably making up for like the when you did bad whatever thing and there was a box, because none of the boxes in this game have a sticker of open when you've lost so many things or whatever. So that goes there. You can just put it upside down. Turning Point. Pause. Draw this card and read the other side during step 2 at the end of your first game in January.
All right.
So continue setting up. Supply the grid. We still have 36 things, so I will do that. While I do that, yours takes a while. I'm gonna let you start preparing the player deck.
All right.
I'm gonna do this because this is quick, and then I'll also do my infection after this. It's like you'll probably need to help with this later when we're making decisions of where not to supply.
Right, but as of right now, since everything gets everything.
Yeah, but I do have a theory on the set up the board when there's put your supply cubes in the stockpile, and starting next month in February there'll only be 33 instead of 36. My theory is that maybe there's a rule that lets us add more than this. It's this plus something. Is my theory.
It's the theory.
A part of that's probably why I loved the first game as much as I did. Let's get a hand.
Yeah. I was gonna hand it to you once I was ready, but
I was anxious. I wanted it.
You was very anxious. You was an anxious boy.
Right.
Boop, 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 boop.
And we infect, and again, infect the grid is one that's going to get replaced with a sticker at some point, but for right now, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards. If you didn't watch the prologue, we go over how the game works in that.
So go watch that.
Yeah. Or alternatively, if you came here because you know how the game works and the prologue is boring and very simple, I don't blame you. It is very simple. I expect things to get a little more complex here.
We're hoping so.
I'd be shocked if it didn't.
As in,
it would be so surprising, huh?
Well, as in because we tried to lose the prologue multiple times.
Yeah.
And
just because I wanted to see how certain aspects worked, and I was going to try and do it naturally. When learning the game, I was like, how do outbreaks work?
Nope.
No idea.
Unable to make it happen naturally.
Yep.
Had to simulate all of our outbreaks because we're like, how does this work? What goes where?
And then let's see. And you are
Yennefer.
so you're gonna start in Artusa.
Artusa.
I am Lost Boy, so I'm in Neverland.
Yeah, and I'm still good with that, by the way.
Yeah, no,
I know we could change it.
Yeah, we can change it. I didn't fear we were going to in this one.
No, we had a much better start than our prologue one.
I didn't fear even if one of them was just empty that we would put, because again, the beginning of the game, just like the prologue, other than we need to collect 3 extra blue cards, and
basically we want to make that one a supply center. We want to make Washington the supply center.
Yeah, we have to go to Washington and make that a supply center and get rid of that.
And that's fine. That just dictates where a supply center is for blue. Okay.
Yeah. So starting hand, I got 2 Lagos, Tripoli, and Istanbul.
I have I've got double yellow. So you Lagos and Jacksonville, London a blue, and then I do have a ration event, which is resilient population. Move 1 or 2 copies of a specific city in the infection discard pile to the endgame area. You may play this card between step 2 and 3 of an epidemic. What?
Well, I have 2 Logoses. I'm almost thinking, like, do you want to... Well, no, we haven't decided who goes first. Okay, we have that deck all set up. Select the characters. I go first on blue. She goes first on red, because red is closest to pink. You go first.
Yay! What do you want me to do?
Do you want to end in Lagos? I can come over and hand you both of my Lagoses.
All right. Yeah, no, that works.
Yeah.
What's my power is once on my turn, when doing a make supplies action, you may immediately do the deliver supplies action for free. Picking up supplies is free. Lagos isn't terrible, so I'm just going to pick up something
if you wanted to boom boom drop boom. If you wanted to put some more in Sao Paulo.
Can I get there with enough?
1, pick up is free. 2, drop. 3, 4
just
is Lagos.
be in Lagos.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
1, pick up. 2, where I can pick up any, yeah. 3, 4. I'm good with that.
Yeah. Draw.
I draw. I have a Jacksonville.
Perfect. So when do I get you those?
Yeah, I make one there. And then I got London.
Right. Which is starting to get us towards the blues only, but yeah.
Yep. And then 2 of these. Washington. Tripoli. Okay. And that's your turn.
So obviously no exposure. I'm gonna start also. Yeah, I'm just gonna take 2 like you did. Leave 1 there just as a safety in this.
Yeah, as a safety because
obviously whenever we're doing produce supplies, which is the main reason they end up there, we could go there and pick it up for free before we to make all of them. But yeah, so that's free. So, do I just 1, 2. Share knowledge. Share knowledge.
And I have
7, right? Oh, 8. What's your event?
You have 8. The population. Do you want me to get rid of a couple in here?
Let's see that disco.
What
do we got?
Double or anything?
Yeah, something that's we got double sub.
Probably Sao Paulo was double.
Yeah, we have double Sao Paulo and double Tripoli.
That area always
we can get rid of Sao Paulo is also like off here. If it's greatly reduced, it's easier to ignore.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'm going with Sao Paulo.
And that moves them over here.
To there. Yep.
And so you use that. And now you get to keep all your other cards.
Yeah, because it's like we want to collect blue. We need 5 to build a station. And then we need 3 more to do the thing.
Yeah.
So, all right. I've got 5. That was the end of your turn.
So I get to draw here. Jacksonville and produce supplies. These. Sao Paulo.
Lovely.
And Istanbul, which we need to move up there soon to start taking care of that area.
Yep.
But your turn. Begin with.
I'm building a supply center.
So it's 5 to make a supply center. That moves us up 1 here.
All right. That was 1. 2, 3.
You get a Tripoli or Istanbul, either one.
I'm going 2, 3, 3.
If you'd rather stay on the in-between and just make another supply, you can.
Yeah, I'm going to make a supply. I like that.
Draw.
Drawing Lagos.
Okay.
Istanbul.
Okay.
And he's London. Cairo. And your turn.
My turn. What do I want to do on my turn?
What's your power again? Transferring supplies?
Yeah, I can give supplies, yeah. Or I can take supplies.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Give or take supply cubes from a player in any location. I think I'm fine with that having 2. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I like that.
Just because it's cut off by itself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, let's get that
taken care of. Yeah.
Yeah. Washington and epidemic increase.
Increase. Pull from the bottom. Here's your bottom one.
Is Lagos. Great.
All right.
And intensify. It's getting more intense.
Yup. Yeah, it's very. We're a little lightly spread on the resources.
Mm-hmm.
You get 2. There are 2.
London.
Lovely. You just replenished.
Lagos.
Whew.
Boom. We had an incident. Your turn.
Okay, my turn. I want to go back over to Lagos. Go 1. 2 to deliver. 3. I'm actually gonna make, which allows me to deliver as many as I want.
Yeah, which has you use the deliver action for free as part of it. Yeah, as a farmer.
That's 4.
Yep.
So I'm done now.
Yep.
I'm drawing. Oh god.
New York and another epidemic.
Okay. Pull from the bottom.
An infection rate.
London. Empty it. London's in here twice and Lagos is in here.
Okay.
Lagos.
So Lagos, let's say.
London.
My turn?
Yeah.
I got a new rule to check on. If you start your turn in a location with 1 or more plague cubes, gain an exposure. Page 16. It's a dangerous world out there, and characters will gain exposures. When a character gains an exposure, scratch off the next box on the character exposure track, starting at the leftmost box. If there is nothing out of the box, there is no immediate effect.
Alright. Let's see if it's actually... Ooh. Does it come off?
Scar.
Oh no. That's why Lost Boy wears
The
a
box
mask.
that was just scratched off has a scar. It means the character has developed a scar. Choose any of the available scars and place it on a slot on the character card. This can be an empty slot or a slot with a job or character ability. You cannot cover a scar with another scar. Okay.
What are your options?
Insomniac. Reduce your hand limit by 1 card. Fastidious. Need an extra city card of the same color to do build's supply center action. Overcautious. You may not leave a haven with 0 supply cubes if you have the supply cubes on your character card. Regretful. Discard a card if you have one every time you leave a city with 0 supply cubes. Xenophobia, you need 1 extra city card of the same color to do the recon action. Thessalophobic, lose an action if you start your turn in a location with a plague cube. Hoarder, when doing the deliver supply action, you may not put your last 2 supplies cubes on the board. Obsessed, you must end your turn with an odd number of player cards. If you end your turn with an even number, discard 1. Or demoralized, move all of the supply cubes from your character card to the stockpile every time an epidemic card is revealed.
Oh my god. These are wild.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to be a hoarder. When doing the deliver supplies action, you may not put your last 2 supply cubes onto the board.
Mm-hmm.
Because I am radio operator, whenever you do the transfer supplies free action, you may give or take supply cubes from a player in any location. That's free. So I could give them to you. So as long if you had 2, I could take 2, deliver what I want to deliver, and then just give them back.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
So I am scarred.
Whew.
Oh, heat up fast.
It's early. Okay. Okay. That's your turn, baby. Sorry.
Create. Deliver.
No, you have to leave them. You can't have.
Oh, because I just did the thing.
Correct.
And
I don't have any.
You don't have
on
any.
Me. Sorry. So you could.
Let me do it. I'm in the middle of the thing.
Okay.
Because I don't want to end there. And we know London's the next card. What were you thinking?
Oh, okay, yeah, because you need, yeah. I was not thinking about the fact that you needed to not.
You want me to get another scar? I see how it is. You're
I don't.
We can lose, Lost Boy. I see how it is, girly.
I don't want you to get another scar. I say abandon it then. You can go to Neverland. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Produce supplies.
Mm-hmm.
And then pick up all 4, or we'll pick up 1. And then, so get all 4. Move back. You still can't put them there.
I'm gonna actually abandon it. I'm gonna leave that one in Neverland. So, 1, 2, 3. Produce supplies. 4. I'm gonna make 1.
All right.
For next turn to get over to Lagos, we're gonna draw London. London's gonna get another one.
Yep.
Right now this should actually be at 3.
Yeah, because there's 3 cubes on the board. We're so overconfident.
That prologue, man.
That prologue's so easy. Why?
What's different this time?
I don't know.
I don't think anything. I think we just got unlucky. Okay. London and produce supplies. Great. That's helpful for me.
Yeah.
That's a really good one for me to get right now.
Yeah.
I have 6 cards, so I'm good there.
Yep.
London.
Oh, wow.
Not a surprise.
Big surprise. Cairo. That's where I am. Okay.
Your turn. You might want to just try and take care of, like, Tripoli, and then get over towards, like, getting ready to...
Okay. Make 1.
All right, you're gonna make and do your free delivery there.
Yeah, can I only do it once? Once on your turn.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand now. Then no. I as one make free delivery. 4. Okay. Produce supplies. That's good.
Yeah.
Produce supplies. Okay.
Yeah. That I'll let you on your next turn, like, start loading up.
I'm gonna load up. Yep.
Which will also help me.
Yep.
We have to draw 2 of those though.
London.
It's the reason I left the thing in Neverland.
Yeah. Tripoli.
My turn.
Yep.
So I'm gonna pick these up.
Yep.
So I'm gonna produce supplies. I was gonna pick up 2 of them. So as produce supplies.
Mm-hmm.
So I've done 2 move. 3. I'm gonna put 4 and move.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still have 3 on my card, so I'm good there.
What cities do you have? We've got.
London, Washington, Jacksonville, Istanbul, and Tripoli.
Okay, I've got 1 black, but I've got 3 blue. So we do need to try and get over there to build a research center.
Okay.
We have to be at London to share London.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that sucks.
Yep. So I just have to draw 2 of these.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully some of them are more blues. Nope.
Sao Paulo and Ration Event. 1 Quiet Night. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's good still there.
Okay.
Because I'd rather save that until it's going to be 3 if I can.
Yep, I agree.
Sao Paulo. Jacksonville. Okay. Your turn.
All right, my turn. I'm taking this one.
Okay.
For free. Pick up for free.
Mm-hmm.
Produce. And I'm picking those up. 2 produce. Taking 2 of those. Okay, so that's 2 actions.
Mm-hmm.
Move me through. No. Oh, I'm discarding a London.
Okay. Discard a London to just
go to London. All right. And then I will. What?
Are you sure you want to do both those? Because that's going to end you in London. Because you've done 2 actions to produce.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Do you want to take back one of your produces?
No. I want to keep all of them.
Okay.
So it only connects to Neverland. So I'm just gonna be on Neverland. Yep. And I have 6 if you need to take things from me, if you can go somewhere.
Yeah.
Or make a thing happen.
I might.
But I'm drawing cards first. So I got Cairo. And I've got Sao Paulo. And I've got 7 cards.
All right.
So I'm still good. 2 of these. Lagos is where everything's at. Yep. Washington. Yep.
My turn?
Yep.
I will just start by taking the lot for me to play with.
All of them?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
because I have to give them back to you for free.
I remember.
But yeah, I was like, yeah, it's like.
For a second I panicked.
1, 2, 3. 4. deciding if that's what I want to do. I don't think it is. I think no. So 4, 3, 2. Back to here. I think I will discard a Jacksonville for it to just go there.
1.
3.
Yeah.
And then just put 2 there. Yeah, I'll just put 2 there.
Yeah.
So 4. And then I was gonna be like, I'll leave myself with like one of those, I guess. Whatever.
I'm like, if you need to leave yourself with 2, that's fine. Would you rather have 2?
Heck no, I'd rather have none. Just give them up.
Okay.
Yeah, you just can use them as needed.
Okay.
And then I can take them back next turn if needed.
Yeah.
I have to move them on mine. So I then draw 2 of these. Istanbul and produce supplies. So rather than discard any other cards, I will go ahead and have a quiet night.
Okay.
So
nothing
there.
Perfect.
All right.
Okay, my turn.
Your turn.
All right, I 1 going to make a supply and give it 4 to just really like stock it up.
So that's 2 because your deliver was free.
Yes.
Now you can move
3, 4.
New York.
I've got a New York if you want to steal one from me.
Okay.
Or
yeah, we'll figure out.
Yeah.
We'll figure out what we have because you're gonna draw and you're gonna probably have to discard.
Tripoli.
Yep.
Epidemic, and yes, I do have to discard, but it's just gonna be Sao Paulo.
Okay.
Because Lagos gets me to a supply station.
Perfect.
And epidemic's happening again.
So that goes up to 3.
Okay.
Oh boy.
We're having a great time. Are we having fun yet?
Is stress fun?
Sometimes.
Okay.
In this game, yes. Okay. Now would be a great time for all of the London cards to come up. When it's very well stocked.
Yeah.
Just, get London. Screw it. Even Lagos. They look really well stocked right now. Yeah, there's some plagues, but like, what's a little plague nowadays? 3, ready? London. Washington. Tripoli. In the whole scheme of things, that was not terrible. Got it. Alright.
My turn.
Yep.
1. I'm gonna take yours. 2, 3. I'm gonna have these back.
Do you want my New York? All my other ones are Londons.
Yeah. 3, 4, 6, 7. I hate this.
Yeah.
One more action. I could take it, which will make me get rid of a thing.
Oh yeah, you can't produce supplies.
Yeah, can't produce supplies here. Can't.
We don't need Sao Paulo.
Okay.
Like, if you wanted to do that.
I will take. Sure, I'll take New York because I'm trying to. It's me at 3, whatever. I don't know if that's a good idea, but.
Well, we don't have to. I was
whatever.
Just...
I don't.
I'm sorry.
Nothing else is a good idea. There's no good ideas.
There's no good ideas.
Cairo and Washington.
Hey, it's not bad.
It's 4 blue or 4 black.
Get rid of one of your blacks. Get rid of I've got one of each.
I'll get rid of Cairo.
Yeah.
That way I keep 2 Istanbuls.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Because
7,
then we can
8.
meet in Istanbul.
And then do I get rid of Tripoli?
Yeah. Because we just need to meet in Istanbul,
Yep.
and you can give me yours.
Yeah.
Is what that means.
Okay.
And it also means that if we can get you one more blue.
I still have to get 3 of these.
Oh god. 1, 2, 3. Sometimes my hands don't want to grab more than one at a time.
New York.
It's fine. We're not gonna have another one.
Simple.
Yeah. See? Yeah. See? It's fine. We're fine. It's a great day. We're having a good time.
So your turn. I request you take a bit of New York, and then if you can, get something on Washington to try and keep it safe.
Yeah. I'm going to. I'm gonna just deliver 2 onto New York.
Okay.
So 1, 2. Make and deliver for free.
Perfect. I like it. I like it a lot.
All right.
Now you draw cards, and I request, if you're able, draw Washington.
Draw Washington. Got New York. Washington. There it is.
Yes. Do you know what this means?
That you're gonna come and get
grab
Washington.
Washington. That'll give me 5.
I'm going to immediately recon.
Okay.
We got this.
No. Now things can still go pretty bad for us. You have to draw 3 of these, but you know what? It's fun.
London.
Well
stocked. It's fine. Lagos. Decently stocked. It's fine.
They're the same.
London.
That's been 3.
Oh, thank God.
My turn.
Yeah, your turn.
1. I move to Washington. 2. I take this. Build a supply center. Discard 5 cards matching your city's color to build a supply center there. Washington, London, New York, and Washington again. So, build a supply center here.
It's our second supply center.
Yep. What did I do? I moved. I did that. I still have 1 more.
Yeah.
I was just gonna make a thing.
I like it. I
just need to have the.
Yep.
Okay. New York, and rationed event. Move any 1 pawn to any location. Get permission before moving another player's pawn. We will store this for now if we need it for getting somewhere. But if we're able to keep it, that can be a get you out of a place that has plague.
Right. It could also be depending on how well this goes, we both quickly get to Istanbul where we can, you give me those things. So
yeah, exactly. Once it's gonna end.
Yeah.
But it's only 1 pawn, so it would be the kind of thing one of us is there.
Yes.
That move the other one to finish it. Now I do need 3 of these.
You got it. Okay.
Cairo.
Fine. It's fine.
Lagos.
Great.
Istanbul. I will also just point out, not that there's much that we can do about it, but I'm pretty sure end of game, London's going to get population down to 0. Lagos down to 2.
Yeah, down to 2.
Yeah.
The way that we could avoid London being completely empty would be to get a thing there, but that's just...
We're using the blues for other things. And speaking of which, it's your turn. Hey, there's an action we've never done, in the prologue or anything.
Let's recon. Discard cards at an eligible location to explore the world. The location must contain a supply center. We've got a supply center. It is an eligible location.
Yep.
And it's any 3 blues.
Any 3, so any 3
London,
there.
London, New York.
When you successfully do the recon action, open the package number as shown on the route.
I want to open it.
Recon package number 1.
I want to open it.
Feels like cards.
Oh, there are cards. Carefully extract them from the box. And then eyes. Open them. There's a lot of cards, you guys. This package includes 20 cards, one sticker, recon report. It started here in North America. After CODA, there was chaos. Then the plague hit. The world could not handle back-to-back pandemics.
Okay, so that's where it falls. It's we saved the world, and it was stressful.
It was rough. It was a rough time.
But then this came afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need to reconnect our supply lines. We need to be on the lookout for any sign of other havens. We need to find more supplies. Perhaps our leaders went here? Too many questions. Read both sides of this card, then keep it in the reserve. Right now, open the following doors if you have not done so already. Ha! Trade me.
Yeah, that's why I have to read all cards. Okay. 66.
Okay. You want me to... Okay. 66.
Yeah,
66.
Okay. Okay.
Add sticker to the board.
J. It says add it to the board?
Yep.
Okay.
J. I have to find J. J.
I'm gonna set this in front of you so you can see and just prepare. Just set them.
You need the edge sticker part? Okay.
No, it peels off on here.
Okay.
So we're gonna just say Washington. That's Jacksonville. New York. That's away.
Add this sticker to the manual.
Okay. Set them down in order because I'm doing a thing.
Okay.
So yeah.
Sorry, I got excited.
20, 120.
23. L.
This is not a great game for being a bit OCD and wanting things to line up
This sticker to the manual.
so perfectly.
Okay. L. And then 39. Those are all 60s.
That's pretty good. Okay. 5. This was on Jacksonville. We're on Washington. These are on New York. Okay, so there's one. So then this one is J.
Yep.
What was under J? Add
Under...
the sticker to the manual.
Nope.
Okay.
Yes, that's L, but yes, add the sticker. Sorry, they're on the same page.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, J is a new action. Establish supply line. Spend 2 supply cubes from your character card to draw a supply line from the center of your city to the center of another city. Use a pen or marker. This line must be straight and cannot cross water, unexplored areas, another city, or another supply line.
Oh, we get to draw our own supply lines.
Oh, yeah.
That's fun.
When you connect a city to the grid with the supply line, take the matching city cards from the reserve and put them into the player discard pile. Take the matching infection cards and put them into the game end area. You cannot do the sail action or charter boat action along a supply line.
Okay. 617. A.
So it looks like it.
40.
Oh, that is cool.
What?
Didn't quite line up, but that line that went from from here and like made it seem like it's going there became a supply line to Chicago already.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. 23 like probably said to add them to characters or something.
No, but it's clear what they are. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it doesn't give me instructions, but yes, that's clearly what it does.
Add the player card. Add the put another player. I guess it's on the back of this one.
Why do I feel like I'm missing pieces of the alphabet?
Probably they're in weird spots.
They're not.
It's possible they're in a box or something.
Am I missing one of these things?
I don't think so.
Alright.
Anyways, can I have your
Sorry.
your actions thing so I can add your sticker to it?
Yeah, I got distracted.
Just getting distracted. Actions.
Whichever one.
Well, that's 2 of us, so I only really need to add 2 of these. another thing that it seems that even though I'm a hoarder, I can do with those 2 that I have left. Okay. L. Let me use. Oh,
That
another
adds
new
to the-
action.
Yep, that adds to the.
Oh, sorry, I gave you your thing back. I'm gonna need it again because this is search. Scratch off 1 box on a city card in your hand, and read its instructions. Oh, this gun. Okay, never mind. That's not a thing yet. That's why.
L?
Oh, okay. So I just skip 1 and go here. You must be in the city matching the card you scratch off to do this action. If you reveal a companion, their power works for this and future games. Otherwise, do the effect shown by the search immediately. It has no further effect in this or any future game. Okay. And then 39, which is going to add that search action to our card.
Yep.
Now you can have that back.
Love it.
All right.
So what new cities did we get?
So on here is Mexico City, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Denver, Atlanta, and Chicago. But so add the you have connected a new city, Chicago. Just gonna, because they didn't quite match up. I'm just gonna
Color that in. Perfect.
color that so it's a straight line or solid line. Add the player cards for Chicago to the player discard. Chicago.
Oh, and look, there's a little scratch off on search.
Oh, on both of them?
Nope, just
on
one.
one of them. Okay, so one of them has a spot that allows it to be upgraded. The other has a scratch off.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. That's a little bit exciting.
Yeah.
All right, and then you said they
Add
player
the
discard.
infection cards for Chicago to the game end area.
Okay.
So it's not really relevant until next
Sorry, I
time.
thought you was gonna hand them to me.
I was gonna.
Then you realized where they could go. And
Yeah.
but I was just like,
put
I
the
bet-
other player and infection cards included in this package into the reserve. Finally, give the decontamination kit unrationed event card to the player to a player to add to their hand. So, unrationed event. Remove all plague cubes from one location on the grid. Destroy this card after use.
Oh.
It's like, would we really want to do that this early? But maybe. 2, 4, 5. I have 5 in my hand. You have 3. I'm gonna give that to you
Thank you.
to make that decision. We did get some new scars to choose from whenever things happen.
Lovely.
Otherwise,
All those are more.
all those are more for things, and some of them have multiple options for scratch offs.
Nice.
Search the land, search the sea. Okay. Into the reserve.
So I'm assuming that's for.
That's for stuff in the future, because these have not
I guess
started.
we have to make supply lines first
Yeah, because
before we can do those.
yeah, when you connect a city to the grid with supply line, take the matching city cards from the reserve and put them in the player discard pile. Take the matching infection cards, put them in the game end area.
Okay. So then.
You cannot do the sail action or charter boat action along a supply line. But you can do the drive ferry.
Mm-hmm.
So
Because it's driving or
Yeah.
ferry, yeah. Yeah, connected by a line.
Okay. So that was a lot. How many? That was the first thing you did on your.
That was the first thing I did in my turn.
Okay, so you right now still have 3 more
Three actions.
And is that unrushing event? Is that do at any time, not
Play anytime not in action.
okay? So officially speaking, we could do that just before we unless you need to get rid of it.
Right.
We can make that determination
closer to the end. Yep, I agree. Okay. Established supply line is spend 2 supply cubes. Draw a straight line from the center of your city to the center of another city. Okay, so what city? I can't see the map very well.
I'm going to also point out. You spend a record. The line must be straight and cannot cross water, unexplored areas, another city, or another supply line.
Okay, so which means I can't go from here to there.
Correct.
I could go from here to there, Jacksonville to Atlanta. But I can currently walk my way over to Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to walk to Chicago. 1. Go to Chicago. Okay.
So that's your second one.
It's my second one. And then I'm going to make.
Okay.
So I know we're supposed to head over to
yeah,
Istanbul, but
you don't want to. Yeah, that's fine.
I want to make a thing.
Yeah.
You've got to fly for me too, so I'm like I'm relying on you to get there over there.
Mm-hmm.
New York.
Is Denver in the normal game?
No.
I didn't think so.
No, I don't think Jacksonville is either.
Maybe not.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
So what did you get?
New York, I'm gonna produce supplies.
Okay.
And I've got 6 cards, so I'm good. And I'm drawing 3. Tripoli, Istanbul, New York.
My turn.
Yeah.
Take for free. Produce supplies. Make 3 here. That's 1.
Mm-hmm.
Take 1 of those for free. Use my event to move myself here. I'm going to take 2. I'll give them back.
Oh, okay. I'm like...
So, that's still only 1. So, because that's not extra. So, 2, 3, 4. And then I can give you those 2 that I had to reserve for myself back at the end.
Thank you.
I just need them to, because I have to hoard.
Nope. I understand. I panicked for a second because I was like,
I want to draw a line.
I want to draw
it's
a line.
on my side. I'm going to draw the line. But you're going to choose which line I draw, whether it's to Atlanta, Denver, San Francisco.
Okay.
Sao Paulo. And epidemic. That increases. Let's get the bottom one of those. Washington.
There are a lot.
Intensify. Which is good. Let's see, I should have a straight edge somewhere around here. It's like we're gonna need a straight edge. Show you what's making him a kid.
You drew this epidemic?
I did.
Do you want me to do it while you're looking for a straight edge?
Sure.
Okay. We got New York. And Washington, which gets a play cube.
Oh no.
And Lagos. Okay, I can reach this. One and play cube.
Did we get this up? Yes.
Yep, I draw it.
Okay. Oh, here it is.
What you doing, buddy?
Well, it's your turn. What are you doing?
I'm making a supply line.
Where do you want to go to? Do you want to connect Atlanta, Denver, or San Francisco? Look like the 3 options for what you could choose from.
I want.
Would you like to look? Because we can also look at what our scratch-up options are going to be on them. So, San Francisco has land or sea.
Okay.
Let's see. Atlanta just has a search. And then Denver has 2 cards, one of which has a search. Atlanta also could possibly connect back towards there.
Yeah.
Denver opens up going towards the other 2.
I really wanted to do Denver.
Okay.
But now that I'm thinking about it, story-wise, we need to get back to Atlanta where everything started.
Did the thing say it started in Atlanta specifically?
I don't know. That's where the other one did.
Just says in North America.
But Atlanta was our home base last time. So I don't know if you have a preference between Denver and Atlanta.
I want you to choose. I will also point out there's numbers. Atlanta has 1 population. Denver has 2.
Right.
Atlanta could let us connect to Los Angeles, although I'm not sure that we'd want to, because then we couldn't do. We can figure that out.
I think Atlanta needs to go to Denver, and then I think eventually we want to get Chicago also to Denver. But let's go to Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Yep.
Okay. Straight line, center to center.
You just need to use that good pen.
And did you get rid of your 2?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
You're right. These are not sticking very well.
Yeah. All right. When you connect a city to the grid with a spy line, take the matching city cards from the reserve and put them in the player discard. So we added Atlanta.
This is just 1.
Yep. So player discard, and then game end area. And that was the first thing that you did, right?
Yep, that's 1.
You have produced supplies.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 2 to Chicago or Washington. Sorry, I'm in Chicago. 2 to Washington. 3 produce supplies.
3 of these here.
4 move me to New York. Yeah. It's a little bit risky being there because I could get called. But I'm going to do it because then if I do that, I can discard New York and move myself to Istanbul with a charter boat. So, is kind of my hope.
Yep.
So I will take the risk.
You'll take the risk.
Yep.
Okay. Draw.
Produce. Jackson. Which means I have 7, so I'm still good. Okay.
3.
Triple E.
Is that...
Next, yep. New York. It happens, I guess, Scar. And Jacksonville.
My turn? I have New York in my hand. I could move over there and try and avoid more there. But also... and you don't have any cubes. Okay.
No.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
I'll just make things so I have options to them. In case you need them, because I can just infinitely move them around, I will go ahead and move those over to you for free.
Thank you.
I am going to have to draw these first, though. Tripoli and produce supplies. Okay. Now, London. Sao Paulo. Istanbul. Your turn. I think you can end it, right?
Yes. Okay. I start with getting a scar.
You do start with getting... You have some new scar options. The ones from before, or weak. You can hold a maximum of 3 supply cubes on your character card. Return excess cubes to the stockpile. Exhausted. When you do the established supply line action, you must spend 1 more supply cube. After you do the search action, or impatient, after you do the search action, you must discard the card you just searched.
Don't remember these. Discard a card if you have one every time you leave a city. Xenophobia, you need 1 extra city card. Recon. Always actually start your turn. Sorry.
No, I'm just realizing, like, we're ending the first game, which we're gonna be able to win, but we're ending it with each of us having gotten a scar in January. I feel like this game might be tougher than the first one.
Yeah. What are these again? I'm gonna do weak.
Consider regretful. Same reasoning, but because you're generally, it's easier for you to leave cubes down, and it's only city, so you could still take them all from the havens. Because they're all locations. Havens are havens. Cities are cities. Havens and cities together are locations. So.
Okay.
But still, I'm thinking the reason you're thinking the other one is because you're not generally
hoarding
them
much.
because you're building them to it. So
Yeah.
either one works.
I'll do regretful.
Okay.
Oh wait, hold on. I don't know that I get a scar.
Yeah,
sorry.
Use that exposure.
Sorry, I got excited. Give me the thing.
Here's a quarter.
Sorry.
I'll move all these because my straight edge hit things.
I do get a scar.
Okay.
Okay.
Now,
regretful. Now we do the debating. Okay. Oh, and by the way, that scratch off came so much easier.
I know, almost like, how are these not accidentally falling off almost? Because like it just
came off. It was like, yeah, that was wild. Yeah. All right,
because that was such a pain point for the first game. Okay, so you have that.
Yeah.
Now, and that says basically that you can't leave, right?
I'm just gonna discard Jackson and leave.
Oh, what does it say?
Discard a card if you have one every time you leave a city with 0 supply cubes.
Okay, so yeah, so you can just discard the extra card. Perfect.
Yep. So I'm gonna discard Jackson and discard New York to go to Istanbul.
So that's 1.
So 1. 2, 3 take. 4 build. Okay. With 5.
So that moves that up to 3. I believe that means we win, but I'm
Yes. Do we want to do this to
London?
London.
Right now, what we know is this will stay even. New York will go down 1. August will go down 1. Istanbul will go up 1. London will drop down to 3. Now, I will point out also, as far as like the cost to repopulate, going from
0 to 1.
Yeah, going to 1, increase the population of a Forsaken city to 1, is 2 points instead of 1 point.
Right. So I think it's probably worth it.
Yeah. Do we just we're just gonna do it?
Yeah. I'm like, it sucks that it's so early, but maybe we'll.
So from the start, decontamination kit. Remove all plague cubes from one location on the grid. Anytime that an action, destroy this card after use. So I'll move that to the bottom.
Because you don't want me to destroy, you don't want me to rip them.
I don't really want to rip them, just for like the fact that we're getting all these. I don't know. I'm a creative boy. Do I want to combine things and make own game, or use them for inspiration on like using the blank cards that come in the normal pandemic?
They're so
or
cute.
I just do things. Because at the end of all this, I'm like, we get all these extra pieces. I'm like, I can do my own expansion. That's creative boy. Okay, so you win as soon as you complete the necessary number of objectives. 2. We have Recon North America. We have built 3 new supply centers.
Yep.
The game ends immediately. Even in the middle of a player's turn or a series of outbreaks. Cannot finish out your turn. Whatever, we just did that first. You know, yeah. Win or lose, first return all city and infection cards in players' hands and discard piles to their respective decks. Then there is a series of game end steps.
So we're going here?
Yeah, into the deck. That discard into the deck.
Into the deck.
I don't know that it matters, really, but whatever.
It tells us to, so we do it.
It's like right now we don't know enough.
Yeah, we've never gotten to do the game end before.
Must be following, and you see how you game end steps are covered in detail on the last page of the manual. Tracking your campaign. Use the game calendar on page 18 to record your progress, wins and losses. Players involved, current rationing level, and the size of the grid. Page 19 will help you track. Okay. Yeah, I'll let you do that between things, because we'll be when cities on the grid though. I'm like, does on the grid specifically mean has a line, correct? Yeah, connect the city to the grid. So we're gonna go from 9, 10, 11. That was a good thing to do. Okay, so I'm just gonna do that here because that's gonna be 11 now. Okay. Draw this card and read the other side during step 2 of the end of your first game in January. So step 1 is adjust population. For each location that has at least 1 plague cube, decrease that location's population by 1. It only ever goes down by 1, even if there are 2 or 3 plague cubes in it.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. For each city, so it would have only gone...
Should... We would have... I'm mad. Because I feel like we should have read that first.
Okay, yeah, because that's a rule we did not understand, and the reason we did it is a misunderstanding of the rule.
Right.
So we're going to not use that and end with that in your hand.
Yes.
It still has 3 cubes.
Yeah. I think it can go down 1. I didn't want it to go down 3.
Yeah, no, and I was thinking
the
same
thing. But
thing.
that also means that this is actually neutral.
Neutral, yeah.
So and that's neutral.
Yeah, okay. So we're going to have things there. For each city that has a supply center, increase that city's population by 1. The location population would decrease and increase by 1. Population stays the same. Right. So this one stays the same.
That one
this one
increases.
Goes up by 1, so... You just want this. Here's a 4. You can add that for me. London is going down to 2, which is fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
That wasn't...
That was a... Yeah.
Understanding of rules. That goes down to 2. Washington neutral. Stays the same. New York goes down to 2.
Yeah. Today's the 9th of March?
Yeah, we'll fill out the end of game stuff, all that, later. Yeah, no. Right now we have to do the things that matter, like figuring out that it was 11. Then 2, check the legacy deck. Okay, draw this card. Okay. Until we get to stop. You're going to step 2 of your February game. So, draw this card and read the other side during step 2 at the end of your first game in January. New rationed event cards follow. Keep these cards in the reserve. These add to the pool of rationed event cards you can select at the beginning of each game. Okay, so we're going to get less rationed events, but we have more to choose from. Extended forecast. Draw, look at, and rearrange the top 8 cards of the infection deck.
Wow.
Put them back on the top. Drastic measures. Remove up to 2 plague cubes from the grid. Dispersal. Move 3 supply cubes from 1 haven into 1 or more locations on the grid. And data transfer. 2 players anywhere on the board can swap 1 player card from their hands. Swap, I guess. Okay. So we add those to the reserve.
Yep.
So those can be chosen next time. And so yeah, that's just new stuff there. Resolve cards in the game and area. If there are any infection cards in this area, add them to the infection deck. So the couple we removed, and then Chicago and Atlanta.
Okay.
2 Chicago, 1 Atlanta. 2, 1. It's their starting numbers. Okay.
Yep.
All the others had 3 because they started at 3. Got it.
Yep.
And the turning point is no cities have 0 population. That will take a while to get to, actually.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Whatever.
All right.
And then it says resolve in point number 1. We resolve those in numerical order. And then spend production units. Win or lose, you choose upgrades at the end of each game based on the number of cities on the grid. Calculate the number of cities on the grid and look at the table in the game end area. We end up with 11.
So we get 4 plus 1 for winning, so 5.
Because you get an additional plus 1 unit if you won the game. Any unused units are lost. Do not carry them over from game to game.
Oh, wait.
Yeah. So we have, if we want to give abilities to any characters, we can. If we want to add stickers to any cards with available slots, we can. If we want to just increase the population, because we get 5.
Get 5. They're all at 3. So 1, 2, 3.
If we want to turn one of our havens into an 8,
we can just use all points to do that.
Because and the reason to do that is
the
produce supplies is at a haven or supply center, fill your current location to its population with supply cubes.
Yeah.
I don't feel like we need any of the others quite yet. I feel like that might be a good one to grab.
Yeah.
I have 2. Where are you thinking to do it?
Oh, I didn't consider a location yet. So do you have a preference?
So I'm thinking this because it connects closer to this, or maybe Atlantis because it doesn't too far connect, especially if we draw this line. And I feel like this is going to be our next spot to have to go towards.
I'm good with Atlantis because Atlantis has 5 lines from it versus 4 for Neverland and 4 for Artusa.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm good with 8 on.
Yeah, we're gonna spend all 5 on migration, increase population of a location of the grid by 1, maximum of 8, and just bump, so that our produced supplies in Atlantis can produce a lot of supplies. Which obviously, you can't start. You only have a limited number to go from, but. Like, by the end, we had a huge pile here that if we had a spot where we could just boom, grab, start moving around.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I agree.
Yeah. So that might be from ignorance that we're doing that, but, yeah. Yeah. Our rationing will go down by 2 because we won. But,
we're used to that.
We are used to that.
We did it. We took some scars.
We
got some hits. But we
did it.
get to 11 cities.
Yeah.
And that also explains why, in case you don't do that, you just automatically are there. And then hopefully you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, because that would have gotten us up to 10. Because you drew that line, we got an extra one. Good job, girlie.
I was just like, I want to do the new action.
Yeah.
I'm like, it won't let me do the search ones. They don't put it into here.
Yeah.
They just put them into the disc, which makes sense because you so strategically make your deck with the ratio of. So it made sense, but just like sad.
Yeah. Otherwise, yeah. Like, comment, subscribe. Join us for February as we continue. Bye.
Bye.